see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
To make me jealous because he was totally texting me all night last night and I don't know if it's a booty call or not. So, like, what do you think? Did you think that girl was pretty? How did that girl even get in here? Do you see her? She's so short and that dress is so tacky. Who wears cheetah? It's not even summer. Why does the DJ keep on playing Summertime Sadness? After you're in the bathroom, can we go smoke a cigarette? I really need one. But first, let me take a selfie.
Show me demons, baby. Show me Aussies. White girls, they thick. I can't get enough of their sweet cheeks. Her name used to be Can't Sleep. Now she can't walk when I'm done with her 'cause I made her legs numb. Da, 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 da. Can't sleep. 1, 2, 3. I'm on my way home right now. We should catch up. We should talk. I'm actually in a pretty good headspace at the moment. You should catch me before I get fucked up. I would actually like to bounce some ideas off your head. I'm actually thinking about a lot of things, a lot of mental things. thinking about life and where my next chapter is going to be and how I'm going to transition. And I'm actually walking home from work right now, and I'm looking at the sunrise. And after a long day, and I'm looking at the damn sunrise, and it's just all hitting me really hard right now. It's just all coming together, and I'll tell you about exactly what I'm thinking about, but give me a couple of minutes to make it home here. I'm a block away. Hello, folks. The next guest we have on, she is a nice, quiet, she knows exactly when to be quiet. We all love her for it. Thank you, Can't Sleep. That's what you. And like I said, I'm a block away from home, but I'm going to run you off real quick. I know I can run you. I'm a master of it. But just to give you a thought you could digest as I make this final descent here, as I land this plane, I want to just inform you, Can't Sleep, that that pocket pussy that I ended up ordering last weekend wasted. Well worth the money. Well worth the money, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful.
Down, down, da, 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 down, down, show me easy, show me party. I'll be what you want, and it's physical, keep it spinning. Show me what you want, show me easy, show me party. I'll be what you want, and it's
Deceased. I can't sleep. I'm really in a positive mindset at the moment. A very interesting mindset. I've been cranking my brain about this, about what do I do next, especially with this podcast shit. I would love to just express my feelings. We're getting very close here. I'm 400 feet from the house, so bear with me. And I would like to hear your thoughts on my thoughts. I would like to hear what you think, because when a man comes to a crossroads. That's the thing about a crossroads. Do you understand what a crossroads is? A crossroads is a fork in the road, two different paths. One cave, two cave. One path, two path. Red fish, blue fish. And it's one of those things. And oh yeah. I come from a place where I used to not think about the future, so it's like, what the fuck? Just live day by day, day by day, day by day. Jumping through dumpsters, treasure hunting. I cherished it. I miss those days. I miss those dumpster diving homeless days. But I transitioned, letting it go. Next chapter shit. Boom. Mind rock. Mind exploded. Kill old name. No more Rico. Still, Rico story exists. So I got years of story in my head. Changed my position. Fair enough. Now, to move forward and pick up the pieces left behind at the same time. And it's a grueling process because, and I haven't even made it home yet, and the rant has begun. So, the idea of living a long time. The idea of living till 60, 65 years old. All right, we'll continue this conversation in 2 minutes.
keep it splendid. Show me what you want. Piece of your heart, a piece of your love. I'm calling you up to getting down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough. I'm turning you up to getting down.
Rest in peace, Chris Wilson. Shout out Chris Wilson, nigga.
I don't need it. I'm fine. Thank you.
Get you some Ozempic, brother. We'll get you some, bro. Starve you up for a week or two?
All I need is taking another med.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. All right. We'll have that debate later. Can't sleep, my darling. Unmute yourself. Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Can't sleep.
cracking?
You're getting old. I'm getting old.
Yeah, man.
Do you want to hear my little reason, my epiphany I had within the last couple hours? And then you could tell me about your oldness.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So how about let me explain something. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I think me and you are pretty close in age, but that don't matter. So check this out. I was born premature, and I'll make this quick. So I was born premature, so I was already born into adversity. I didn't expect to live that old. I expect ever since I was a child, and they told me I was born premature, I always expected some sort of mental disability, some sort of mental deformality. I expected to be short-lived, honestly, which is kind of a weird thing to admit. Next thing you know, I grew into my teenage years very unhealthy, very, very unhealthy. Didn't even get no pussy. So, but heart of gold. So, but still growing old. 18 here comes my 20s. My 20s, I decide to take a dance with the devil just for the sake of taking a dance with the devil's sake. These are the sacred years. These are the years that if you're ever going to be something in your life, if you're going to have a career, if you're going to be a professional athlete, if you're going to be a scientist, all these things, it's better to start in your young 20s so that way you can be a master. I decided to take a dance with the devil, an adventure. Boom. Smoke clears about 30 years old. So that's where I'm sitting now. And so my point about this whole thing is this concept of we're getting old. Yes and no. Yes and maybe no. I felt like perhaps recently I've been feeling like, what if my best years are behind me? What if I have not wasted completely because I cannot forget the amazing adventures. They're hard to forget. But what if they're behind me? And you know what, something, let me just throw this at you, Can't Sleep 1, 2, 3. I think we're getting old, but I don't think we're getting too old. I think sometimes that people that put themselves through a lot in their 20s, that they think that they've wasted it all, that they've wasted it all. And I think in some cases it's true.
I think in some cases you could be, I don't know exactly, I don't know your story exactly. You could be an old raggedy bitch. But in my case, it's been a year off the streets. So it's been a year and 2 months. I've been beating myself up for getting old. I've been beating myself up about it. Like, wow, like I can't rap anymore, can't talk anymore. I fucking this and that, all these things. But then I realized something. Give yourself a fucking break. Give yourself a fucking break for 2 seconds. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. I used to say all 20s, through my whole 20s, my big saying was, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. First thing you do as soon as you start getting better, panic. First thing you do is panic. Why panic? Why panic? That's all I gotta say, Can't Sleep, is why panic? I think it's too early to panic. And with that being said, I was thinking of quitting podcasting. I was thinking to myself, what if it was a chapter that I spent 4 years with, beautiful time and place, but now I have to leave it behind, time waste, immature. But I started thinking, where are the days? Synchronicity. Where are the days? Synchronicity. But then I caught myself thinking today, because I've been really thinking since my Podbean account, I have like a week left before it runs out. And I'm thinking, should I pay for another year? Or should I just leave it go? Should I just let it go? Just let it go. Just finally, once and for all, move on with my life. But I've been building up for this. This is not a new thing. I've been realizing that eventually my podcast is going to run out, and I have been thinking about this for the last 6 months. But now the time is running the fuck out. Now it's all building up in my head to, well, what are you going to do, boy? What are we going to do? Move on with our lives? Or continue the podcast? And I gave myself a trial run. I gave myself a trial run where I have not been podcasting for the last 3 months at all, not dropping any content. And I'll tell you, it's not very good. It's not a desirable thing, but acceptable, but very acceptable. I could do it. But before I let it go, I was thinking, what are some? I was thinking, let's think about it. Let's think about this. What did you do? Like what? I thought about all the legendary moments. I thought about all the legendary moments over the last 4 years, like the moments that carried me through the abyss, the moments that I said to myself, that this is a secret that nobody knows about, that having this podcast is a secret that I have, and it's not a secret like nobody can know about it, but a secret weapon, an outlet of creativity. And I was thinking to myself, I was thinking to myself recently, what are my future? What is my future thing is? Because now I have money. Now I have thousands and thousands of like building up, just balling out of control money in my bank account. I got food in my belly. So now I have to make a fucking 20-year plan. As crazy as that sounds, when I used to be Rico Rocks of 4 years ago, I had a 1-day plan. Now I gotta build a 20-year plan. What a transition, man. What a transition. Now, to bring the podcast with me, though, here's my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think. I am balling. You're right. I am balling, but I'm balling for me. For a single guy, I'm balling. I got a year's worth of rent. In my bank account. So that's, for me, that's balling. For me personally. But in any case, this is what my thoughts are. My thoughts is before I let it go completely, before I say goodbye to Rico Rocks and kill him completely, because Rico Rocks is dead. He's dead. But before I bury him completely and get rid of the remains, I want to do a deep dive. I want to look back at the 4 or 5 year adventure of podcast and take the knowledge and move forward with it, perhaps. Instead of just letting it go and quit podcasting, What if I take all the knowledge I built the last 4 or 5 years and all the greatness that I damn near went to hell for, and I add it to my new repertoire and make a new version? And the reason I was thinking this, no, it's not that expensive. It's not that expensive at all. But to me, it's not even about the price. To me, it's about the commitment. Like, why even be around? But think about this. But think about this. I always had something special in me, but I had drugs in the way, and I had broke in the way. And now I finally get money, and I finally get off of dope, and now I quit. Wouldn't it be interesting to see what I could do with my newfound power? I think it's something. I think I should give it one more season, rebrand the show, and find my voice again. Now, without having to be distracted with drugs, without having to be distracted with poverty and starvation, I'm quite interested in giving it one last chance. Because I tried a trial run. I tried a trial run recently without it. And I'll tell you, I was thinking about what my career could be. Like, what could my career be? I don't think I would be happy. Very happy. I'm talking, I could do it. I could be a construction guy. I could be, I'm strong, and I could be I could start a small business. But would it make me happy? Would I be fulfilled? Knowing that I followed physical pursuits versus the mental pursuit. I always was a mental guy. I don't want to give up on my mental abilities. I want to give them one more chance. But I mean, it'll come with a complete new rebrand. Hot Brains. I want to name my new shit, but I think it's worth trying one more time. I think it's worth giving a chance before I quit. This is my process here. And this is my entire process. Is I gave it so much of a chance when I was struggling, and as soon as I get on my feet and then I quit, I feel like, what an idiot. Like, I didn't even give it a chance on my feet. Maybe that's all I needed. Maybe all I needed was to get on my feet, and then maybe I could really be creative. But as soon as I start getting on my feet, then I just say, fuck my old self. Wow, what a spit in the face. What a spit in the face to the guy who got me here. I think I should give him one more chance. I say, hey, buddy, I turned you off for a while. I had to get my money right, but now I did. But let's see what my old brain got to say. Let me see if I could actually achieve something mentally amazing. What do you guys think? So that's my pitch. What do you guys think? Tell me your thoughts and ideas. Or should I just give it up now and go be a fucking get a trade and just be a fucking go and start a family and just say fuck a mental pursuit for now.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out? What? Do what? Let the dogs out.
If I told you we could bathe in all the lights, would you rise up? Come and meet me in the sky. Would you trust me when you're jumping from the heights? Would you fall in the name of love? When there's sadness, when there's poison in your head, when the sadness leaves you broken in your bed, I will hold you in the depths of your despair. But it's all in the name of love, in the name of love, name of love, in the name of love, name of love, in the name of I wanna testify, screaming the holy light. You bring me back to life, and it's all
And can't sleep. If you would like to give your rant on your current crisis, we could listen to your. I just gave a 10-minute plead for my soul. You said you're getting too old, you stupid, you old bitch. You said you're getting old too, you old fucking old cunt. So if you'd like to express on your oldness, we could always listen to your story next.
Hello.
Hi.
I don't know. I'm not like, I don't know, maybe I am getting old. I just feel like every day is kind of mundane and boring and the same. And I know I have the brain that wants me to self-sabotage and just do shit that I know I'm good at or that I'm comfortable and used to doing. And I'm just kind of like pushing past that urge to just say, fuck it.
All right, let me ask you this. How long
Yeah.
have you been feeling like this?
My entire life?
No. Bullshit. No, stop talking to me like I'm stupid. How long? No, let me explain.
Oh.
So let me explain. So you feel like getting old. You weren't feeling like you were getting old your whole life. That makes no sense.
No, I don't know. Maybe the last like 2 years or so.
Okay, see, this is let me. So can I express what I think you're going through?
Sure.
But I know. I mean, not what you're going through. But this is something that I'm judging you. Let me judge you real quick, and then you can base your thought on my judgment. Is you're a mother, you have children, so the idea of this long commitment is getting to you. You think, oh, I have to that you have no identity, perhaps, or maybe this commitment, perhaps. I say I have no idea. I have no kids, and I'm not a woman, and this and that. But I'm speculating what it might feel like. So what I'm thinking, you're thinking, is it's like you're getting old because it's like you have to behave because you have children, and then once they're old enough, then you'll get a second chance. Shit like this. But let me tell you, that's not true. You don't have to wait until they're old for you to get a second chance. But you are right. You do have a bit of responsibility there. My thing about it is, can't sleep, going through something similar is going through this. I'm in my 30s, and it's like, holy shit, do I have to fucking just suck it up till I'm 50 before I could fucking achieve something worthwhile? No, that's not the case. Can't sleep. Let me tell you this. You may be a mother. You may be. But you have to stop thinking inside the box. Just because you're a mom and you have children to raise for the next 15 to 20 years doesn't mean that you have to behave necessarily for the next 15, 20 years, but doesn't mean you have to misbehave either. What I mean by this is there's no rule book to being a parent. There's no, it doesn't come with a rule book. It doesn't come with a set of rules. It is really up to you to balance your life to being a mature woman and setting a decent example and making sure that they have a place to go home and eat and this and that, and fulfilling your own destiny without killing yourself. So you are going through a unique situation, but I would look at it like an opportunity, because mama's got to live too.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that like my friends, some of them are not parents, and so they don't necessarily like relate. Like they'll invite me out to do things that I have to explain I actually can't. I have responsibilities and commitments that I have to be fucking home. And then I'm trying to explain that, but they don't get it. So then it's trying to find people who do understand that aren't just fucking like soulless and dead.
Let me tell you this. I want to just share something with you, Can't Sleep, as a human to human. So I'm 33, and you've known me for quite a while, and I've went through trials and tribulations, and even though I don't have kids, I went through just wildness and ups and downs and survival and this and that. And I'll tell you, it's something that every individual has to deal with. It is, let's say the people want to party, but you have to take care of responsibilities. I'm trying to think of what my fucking point was, because I had a point with that. What the hell was my point? My point with that is people might want to invite you out, and let's say they're like, oh, they don't understand. Oh yes. So my point about it is, Cassie, it's patience. It's truly patience, and it's been years for me. It's been years. I'm talking years. You want to talk about patience? You want to talk about paciencia? If I had children, you should apply patience to that, because FOMO, fear of missing out. It's like, oh, people like me. I haven't had sex with a woman in I can't tell you how long, and it's not because I'm not attractive. I'm fucking hot, okay? I'm fucking hot. Like, I'm hot. That's not it. It's because I was a weirdo. Caught in my own head, and I wanted to go and deal with a whole thing, and just separating myself, isolating myself for years. Even I didn't even let women have a chance. It's not even giving myself a chance. It's not even letting women have a chance. It's letting nobody have a chance, because I was so fucking isolated, just in my head on drugs. Now I'm picking it. And the thing about it is patience, though. Patience. Because there's so many nights. I'm 33 years old. Haven't had a girlfriend in 7 years. But I've had sex. But I mean a girlfriend, a relationship. In 7 years. It's like even now I'm finally getting my mind together here. And it's like, wow, if I would have gave up on myself 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, because I just wasn't hanging out, because people couldn't relate. I think the patience is so worth it, because especially with children. I have no children. I'm like a guy that acts like I have children, but I don't. I have the rights to just go crazy, but I'm little and I'm afraid of prison, so I'm calm. I'm a little calm. But yeah, you got to be patient, Cassie. I don't think they're too old yet, and you got to raise them girls up. And but here's another. But now let me give you a solution. I wanted to say that first part to let you know I relate, but now let me give you a solution. And I'm barely figuring it out. First of all, just don't kill yourself. That's the solution. Don't harm yourself, and try to better yourself. Just that intention is the start. Just to have the intention to survive, intention that shit's gonna get better one day. That's the beginning, and then you build from there. Self-sabotage, you gotta cut that shit out.
Yeah, well, I think, crashing and then, oh my God, what am I doing? And then being in the hospital, it kind of like taught me a lot, because I mean, I was in there for 2 weeks.
So tell me about it.
Pretty much, like, no one,
Tell me about it.
yeah. Oh, well, like, no one came to see me. Like, my mom, she didn't come and see me, because she's like, I didn't think you'd want me to see you. And I was like, why the fuck, like, would I not want my own mother to see me in the hospital? Like, that is some bullshit. So it kind of taught me that, like, not that no one's going to save you, but people aren't even really there for you when you don't have anything for them. So kind of like I felt alone and shit. So it made me think, like, I actually need to be alive, because if I feel alone, my kids would be even more alone. So
fuck yeah. Yeah, so continue. So tell me why you think you're getting old. I feel like that kind of shit make you feel younger, not sort of older. Like, wouldn't that make you feel younger?
No, it didn't. It made me like value life a bit more.
So it made you feel like you wasted time? Do you feel like regret a bit?
A little. Well, I don't know. I don't
like
know
time waste, like immaturity, like you need to like.
Well, no, it just helped me realize where my priorities are laying and stuff like that. Like, why am I wasting time with people who won't be there for me in the future? Yeah.
Let me tell you this. So now with that, when you realized that, did it make you feel happy? Like, whoa, I find like that, like you got excited that you thought that thought? Like, whoa, that's a pretty new thought, like a profound thought.
Honestly, no.
Well, because you just said that. Because you said no. I disagree with you. You're contradicting yourself. You just said. Let me explain. You said, you just realized that nobody's gonna save you. Like, now when you realized that, was that a new thought? Like, whoa, I feel like I've learned a new thing, a new realization.
No, I just kind of realized that it was just disappointing that family isn't even there for you sometimes when you feel like you need them. So, yeah, that was kind of disappointing. But I didn't know that. It just really, made it more, I would think.
And you are getting old, Cassie. You're getting old, and I'm getting old too. But this is the thing. I think it's a foolish thing to kick yourself while you're down. to kick yourself way down because it is. We're not that old. We're getting old, but it's. For example, there's gears in a car. Like there's first gear, second gear, third gear. What if we're in third gear and then we think, oh, we're getting old, but really we got another gear in us? I don't know. It's horrible. We try. You caught me for a little bit before. These are some thoughts. These are some thoughts I'm having though. But so can't see. Listen to me. Like we're gonna get. I hate to make it about me, but it's the way I could help you bounce back off of you. We're playing ping pong here, but in my case, does it? What do you think of this concept that I laid out? That I had all these great ideas, but I was struggling. And the moment I get successful, I abandon all my old ideas. Do you think that's actually not wise? Do you think that there's something that should be kept through the power that it got me here?
Say that again.
Okay. So like let's say a guy's a fuck up, right? Like let's say a guy's a fuck up for years and then he gets his act together. Does that mean that when he gets his act together, he just completely abandons his old self because he was a loser? Or does he go back and pick the gold out of like, oh, even though I was a loser, the fact that I bounced back and I recovered, there must have been something worthwhile in my character. And
You're like able to reminisce and understand, what good you may have got out of that situation, but then also have, the understanding to not want to go back to that.
Yeah, so that's exactly what my point is. Like what things, instead of just saying, oh, I'm getting old, that's my old young self. What if, because this is what I was thinking. Like, that was my young self. Now I'm a new mature self. But what if that's not the case? What if that I'm still me from 2 years ago, from a year ago, and I'm not that's my old self and this is my new self, but I'm more mature self. And if I just abandon everything I was, it's like it's too much to start over completely new. Why not bring my strengths with me? Or is it better just to say, fuck it, start a whole new world? That's the crossroads.
I don't know. I think Lou Rock should call in. I'm sure he's wise and has some words of wisdom.
Nah, Lou Rock is a fucking asshole, dude. Fuck that fucking piece of shit faggot, dude. That motherfucker sucks dick on the weekend. That motherfucker, he acts like he's so fucking straight. That motherfucker is the gayest. That motherfucker is the
you just buy a pocket pussy? What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, can't see me. Shut your fucking mouth. You shut your white Australian whore mouth right now. God damn it, can't sleep. God damn it, can't sleep. You're so witty. But no, do you want to let some more shit off your chest? I hate to think that you're getting old, because I could relate. Me and you are both getting old. We're getting old, but it doesn't mean we're too old to sap some more. I think we still have a couple more years of youth. I think we can't sleep. I think we have a couple more years of relentless youth. What do you think? I think we got some youth, baby. The next guest we have on has the biggest dick on Podbean, but he also has the gayest dick on Podbean.
What's good, bro?
What's good with it? I mean, how dude? No, you guys, Lou Rock, it's positive. I'm thinking of actually continuing to stay on Podbean. I'm thinking of getting another year, giving it one more year.
Why?
Why? Because I think that I should give it a chance now that I'm not struggling. I was thinking, I used to have so many good ideas, but then before I could even sit here and talk about them, I would have to be busy trying to make rent or go to work. Now I could actually sit here and pull a book out. I think I should give myself one more chance to really pull some ideas out and use my mind.
What are you trying to accomplish? Like, what do you want?
I want to, well, this is the thing, is I was thinking of what I don't want to accomplish. Like, what I don't want is to not use, what I don't want is to be brain dead, okay? And I know that sounds crazy, but trust me, that's what I don't want. That's really, what I want is to have a very intelligent mind. That's what I really, really, really want. But what I didn't want for a while is to be broke and homeless. So I had to put my intelligent mind on a pause. I had to say, pause, buddy. Oop, stop it. We don't care about that. I have to get my money right. So I had to change my mindset, and I had to just focus on work. And then now that I've been working, and I can actually think again, it's like, wait, am I going to spend the next 20 years working and just not think anymore?
Yep.
No, but then I was thinking, I don't think that's acceptable. Because I don't think I would be happy. I think I'm a kind of guy who's I would rather think. So
Work?
No, not then work. Because I just grinded it out for a year. I could think for a second. But I want to. But before I was so immature about it. Now I have a year's worth of money. Before I was always just a week worth of money. Like I didn't have a chance to think. Now I could think, and now I'm giving up before I even have a chance to play with it.
You gotta put stuff in motion, bro. That's what you want.
Well, exactly. So, but I've been thinking about it hard because I could easily just go get a field job, be a truck driver, be a this or be a that, be an air traffic controller, go start a career. And I was thinking, like, how would that look? Go to work every day, make $100,000 a year, get a nice little bitch, have a nice little kid. And I was thinking, like, how that life would look. But I would always be shut up. I would have to give the next 10, 20 years to a career. Instead of rapping, instead of podcasting, next 20 years committed to a career. But I would get a house, I would get a woman. And I was thinking, would I be happy with that? I was actually thinking about it. Like, wow, that actually seems like a pretty decent life. But is that the life I want? To just buckle down, get a career, buy a car today. I could buy a car today, sign a lease, go start a career, spend the next 20 years mastering my career. But then I never became a rapper, never became a podcaster, never chased my intelligence. Could I live with that? That's what I've been thinking about.
Just gotta figure out what you want, bro.
And so what I've been thinking, my conclusion is, I think I'm going to give it one more chance before I give it up.
You're the only one who can decide your fate.
I'm going to give it one more chance to rock with money and sobriety. If my new podcast doesn't take off, then I'll quit. Then I'll go start a career. I don't care. But I think I should give it one more chance now that I'm sober and I have money. I want to just give it one more season. One more.
I got you.
I love you.
When I was younger, I found my lover. When times got tougher, she held me under. Now find me lover, now science lover. Now find me lover, let's die. I need some mercy, I need some time. Baby, please don't hurt.
If my next podcast season don't work, I'm going to go ahead and move. I'm going to go pick Can't Sleep Up, bring her to America, and start a family. If my shit don't work, if my podcast don't work one more time, I'm going to go ahead and commit to it. But this is the thing. It might be even good. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, all the shit you knew about me, you got to let it go. Not my intelligence, but the dumb shit. Like, I want to do something really smart and really positive. We could really be okay, all of us. I could be successful and still go get Can't Sleep. And she don't even got to be my wife. She could just be one of my side bitches.
Don't waste my time.
Can't sleep. Oh man, I'm about to. Me and Cassie got to have a talk offline about this. Can't sleep. Shut your fucking slave ass up. Can't sleep. First of all, yo, slave ass up. You want to know something? I do appreciate it though. I do appreciate your wholesomeness. Can't sleep is a little Australian slave bitch. Can't sleep is a little slave bitch.
Yeah, that's real.
Huh?
That don't happen anywhere. That only happens where there's white people.
Dude, Can't sleep sounds like such an Australian little slave, doesn't she? She sounds like she's been brainwashed by the Australian government.
do is,
Hey, hold on, Lurock. Doesn't she sound like she's been brainwashed by the Australian government?
I mean, they are British, Simon.
Dude, no, they're brainwashed, dude. Australia, the funny thing about Australians is they're fucking just their prison colony. They're a prison colony and they got the
British
government
colony, bro.
dude, they're fucked up, dude. Can't sleep.
They never fought to break loose.
Can't sleep. Do not let them brainwash you, baby. Do not let brain, because Can't Sleep, you are a perfect candidate to be brainwashed. You are the perfect candidate. A beautiful young white bitch who's willing to have kids. The world is bigger than Australia. The world is bigger than Australia, baby. Break free, girl. You gotta leave. You gotta pick your kids up. You gotta take them. You gotta sneak out in the middle of the night. Hop on a boat. You gotta escape, Can't Sleep. You have to escape.
A refugee, bro? You think she's a refugee?
I think so. I think she don't even realize it that she's in a fucking slave camp right now.
I don't really know what that means, bro.
All right. Can't Sleep, I know you're happy growing your berries, but then don't come to me talking about you're getting old, okay? You old fucking Australian cunt, growing berry cat lady cunt. I Can't Sleep, I'm just picking on you. It's a fine line though. Even if I quit podcasting, Can't Sleep, me and you will probably still stay in contact. I don't want you to lose your fucking mind, but me and you need people like each other. We'll fucking lose our mind without people like us. But at the same time, Can't Sleep, I don't know. I see a little more potential in you. But you're fine picking your little berries. I don't think I am. I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready to call it quits quite yet. But I'm close. I'm close to sucking it up. And I'm not even talking about going back to the streets. I'm not talking about doing drugs. I'm not talking about it. But I think I fought all those years. I wonder what it was for. I just wonder what it was for. See, I would move to Australia, but first of all, the reason I don't is because Can't Sleep would get bored with me in 2 weeks and she'd move on without me, and I'd be stuck in Australia. And second of all, what's the other reason? The other reason is that's pretty much the only reason is I would move to Australia, but Can't Sleep would I'd be out there stranded, so I'm fucking wise enough for that. I'd be out there fucking Can't Sleep is I don't know. That's why I'd rather move her to here. I'd rather move her here instead of me move there. And guys, hold on. Let me just make one thing clear. When I say that I'm going to make my one more podcast, it's going to be way different than you guys expect. Because it's all or nothing. My next shit's going to be something else. Because I was thinking about it. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about like, okay, if I quit podcasting, it's nothing off my back. Even if I don't become a world success, it's only the year cost is nothing. I have so much money that the year but if I'm gonna continue podcasting, I don't want to just to be nothing. I want to do something with it. not nothing like something like start a podcast, but I mean, use it as a mental tool. If I continue podcasting, which I'm gonna try one more year probably, I want to actually do some mental shit. So be on the lookout, you guys. I'm just saying, be excited, be excited. It's gonna be a whole new shit. It's gonna be a whole new thing, whole new mental show. Give it my all for one more year. Yes, can't sleep, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great because I'm 33 and I could live to be 63, 60, 73. That's another 30, 40 years. Woo! I don't think I could live another 30, 40 years knowing I gave up on my mind. And I know I could just give. And let me tell you this. Let me explain one quick thing. I might quit podcasting and go and do a career for 10 years, but even if I quit for 10 years, I'll come back and do a podcast. I'm not saying that if I give up now, it's over forever. I might have to go and do something. I might have to go build a machine and go join a factory or something. I don't know. I'm telling you guys, but I'm not gonna be a drug addict dead on the streets. I'm not. I know that. So thank you for listening, and some of my thoughts for the day. And it's a very positive thought. Looking forward to the future, and thank goodness for the man who got me here. Although what a crazy bastard and fucking lunatic that motherfucker was. Hey, you guys, I don't want to hear that Lear bullshit here. Fuck yeah. Elon, go MAGA, go Trump, go Elon. I support it. Let's do it. Come on. Save America.
Look,
Let's go.
If Trump gets shot one more time and survives, then get that right.
Can't see, but did you get your thought off your chest with this whole thing? You think you're getting old shit too? Like, are you embracing the getting oldness? Are you excited about it, or are you loathing it? You young asses. Can't talk 1 2 3, dog. Can't talk 1 2 3, dog. Oh shit. Can't talk 1 2 3.
Hi. Yeah, no,
So
I don't know. I feel okay.
how long have you been out of the hospital?
Oh, I don't know, like a few months.
And
I'm having surgery next month.
because you wrecked your stupid foot, right?
Mhm. I did, yeah.
Yeah, you did, but your pussy still works, don't it?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know what I'm talking about either. That's a joke. All right. I was just kidding. Can't sleep. No, but I'm glad you're doing better. How's your foot?
It's okay. It's alright. It's getting there.
It's getting there.
I've been
It's
wearing a
getting there.
moon boot, right? One of those fucking boots since November.
Really?
It's a long time.
Have you been feeling attractive or unattractive because of that?
Terrible. I can't go to the beach. Like, I love the beach, and I love nature walks and doing shit like that and walking my dog.
That's the nice thing about Australian women. That's the nice thing about Australian women is they're sun kissed. They got the ocean environment, the beach.
Yeah, no, I have fucking like tan lines that involve a moon boot.
You've been taking good care of yourself diet wise?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't believe you.
I've stopped drinking, which is good.
Really?
So I don't drink alcohol anymore.
You quit?
Yeah, I haven't drank in ages.
Damn, that's a wild move.
Mm.
You know what I do instead? You know what I switched to? It changed my
Fuck
life.
a pussy.
Yeah,
Well,
no, pocket pussy. Dude, oh, fuck. I can't sleep. Don't even mention her. I'll pull her out right now. But, no, I used to do will tests where I would, so basically, like 3-4 months ago, and I was like, dude, I don't know. I decided to use discipline. And so what I decided, I drink 2 days a week now. And then I wait, and then I don't drink for 5 days. And then I wait, and then I've let myself go crazy. So that's what I'm doing now. Instead of quitting drinking completely, I learned how to I have selective days I could drink only.
okay, but are the drinking days like excessive drinking, or is it like a few
Oh,
drinks, or are
no.
you getting like fucking blackout
No. It's
2
not
days
that
a week?
bad. Like some days they do some, like for example, like let's say on my 2 drinking days, I'll get fucking wasted sometimes, but I still have 5 days of just complete sobriety each week, which my liver loves. And then on some days of the 2 drinking days, I'm so busy that I don't even have a chance to get wasted. So if I'm bored and I have nothing to do, and I have just nothing but free time on those days, but some days I'm so busy on my drinking days that I can't drink as much as I want, and I'll have a couple beers only, just like a beer or two. But then, no matter what, my non-drinking days, no matter what, I don't drink on them days. And it's been working. So I've been doing that for like the last few months, and it saves me thousands of dollars I've saved, and it's working. It's working out for me, and it's better than no drinking at all. Like this idea of no drinking for you, like that to me, I would feel like I would probably hang myself.
Alright. Yeah, I
Or
mean,
something like
that's
that.
very excessive, but I do understand.
But I had to learn how to get disciplined though, and because this drinking whenever I wanted shit was not working.
Yeah.
So, but I'd rather drink 2 days a week and then have 5 days of discipline, because that also is a mental exercise. Because think about this: if you don't drink ever, what discipline is that? I mean, it is, but that's more willpower that you're using. Your discipline is being able to drink when you want to, not when you don't want to. That's more discipline, like a control. So I'm learning how to flex my discipline muscle.
Drinking when you want to, not when you don't want to.
Right, because think about it. This is what I used to do, which it served me for years, was willpower. I would drink all the time, and then I would force myself to not drink at all for 30 days, using my willpower. I would say, you're going to die, stop for 30 days, boop, and then I would use my willpower to not drink for 30 days. But that's not discipline, that's willpower. So now I use my discipline, which is different, which is instead of saying, oh, don't do it or I hate you, which is you do it when I allow you. So now I'm learning how to give myself boundaries instead of all or nothing, which what I used to do was I'll drink, and then once I say I can't, then I can't for 30 days. No, now it's, you don't have to wait 30 days, but you have to wait 5 days in between. So I'm doing that. It's actually quite profound. I really like that. I think that's better. Try that. Why not let yourself drink every Sunday or something like that?
No, Sunday is the day of rest. And I have to
Why
do
not
shit
fucking
Sundays.
Sunday? But I just love the sun. I'm a sun worshiper.
I like the moon. I think the moon's fucking awesome.
Well, fuck you, and why not Monday then?
I don't know. We'll take Thursdays. We'll do Thursdays.
All right, we'll do Thursdays. And not that I want you to drink, because I think you're beautiful without it, Cassie, but what I'm saying is I think you would have fun learning discipline instead of willpower. Because when you say, oh, I can't drink at all, that's willpower. It's a different part of your brain.
Oh, no, like, I'm okay with drinking. It's just that if I'm having, like, an emotional time, or, you know, if something goes bad, I don't want that to be my instinct. You know, I want to be able to manage and deal with
Yes,
uncomfortable
and this is
or
why
shit
discipline
situations.
works. Yeah, that's why I like this idea of whatever day, give yourself that specific day, like Thursday, because think about this. If Monday you're having a bad day, well, can't drink, it's not Thursday. Let's deal with the bad day. Tuesday, sure, I'm having a bad day. It ain't Thursday, can't drink. So you learn how to have your bad days and you deal with them. And then on Thursday, shit, it's my drinking day. And even if I'm having a good day or bad day, toast it. Boom, boom, boom. And then even if you have a bad day that day, and then you could use that day to drink and get drunk and be like, I'm going to use this one specific Thursday. But then even if it's you become a piece of shit one day a week, at least on the Friday, even if you want to repeat it, you can't, because that's discipline. You have to wait till next Thursday.
Yeah.
So even if
All
you're
right. Well,
having a
anyway.
shitty, so I think it's
Yeah.
beautiful, baby. I think it's beautiful. I think you're beautiful, and I think you're getting old, but you're not too old yet. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm 25. I think I'm just having like a small crisis because I'm like, what the fuck am I
And
doing
I'm
with my
33,
life?
and that makes us equal, because in 33, in a man 33, it means I'm 25 as a woman. So we're about the same. You understand?
All right. If you say so.
I do say so,
Anyway,
you old wench, you old
thank you everyone for
you old Australian fucking. No, all right, I'm just kidding. Can't sleep. You know I love you.
Rico.
You know
I'll beat the fucking shit out of you.
You want to meet in a car park, you old cunt, you old dusty cunt?
I literally messaged you the other day. I'm like, fuck off. Yeah.
Dude,
Anyway,
I would put you down so bad, can't sleep. I would put you down bad.
I don't know. No, man. Okay, so I went and played basketball the other day, and I beat the living shit out of a man, like not like physically, just like in basketball, and I was crippled, and I think his ego was very hurt. But
Damn, can't sleep. Are you like a manly looking woman?
No, I just really like basketball.
Okay,
I don't know. I'm like
you sound so sweet.
5'3".
But let me find out. Let me find out. You're like one of them roller derby bitches, dude.
No, I'm just very competitive, and I will not lose.
Well, let me tell you, that's what happens when you play with Australians. You come to America with that shit, you're gonna get stomped, okay?
Oh, probably. It's okay.
Oh, I can't say. See, you're so innocent, sweet. I cherish you and I adore you, baby. But no weird shit. I'm just saying I cherish you and I adore you.
Yes. Thank you. Are you still living with a fucking chihuahua?
No. I haven't lived with a chihuahua in a long time.
Okay. All right, good.
All right, folks, we're going to play one last song. We're dedicated to her. It's not the last song, but can't say thank you so much for talking. I miss you. 4Q, what up, my little Kiwi? And what's his name? Lou Rock. Fuck you, nigger. Damn, son.
You can see me like I seen her in that beamer. Look at me now. I know things so we.
86 Bad Love, fuck you. You came an hour late. We just had an hour of very deep. I'm talking the deepest mental psychology. Just such very rare intellectual. We just had such a beautiful hour. You're gonna come into my show when it's over, and you're gonna think my show is full of shit. My bad. You missed it.
Oh, bitch, I'm finished like I'm Rena. I know they ain't know what I'm on. I'm a body in the bleachers. I remember when they used to sleep on me. Now they believe it. This is not a red roof holiday. It's the St. Regis. Swimming with the fishes on the Sicilian beaches. I got water on my wrists. Feeling like I'm doing dishes. Feel like Santa.
Hey, Cassie, thank you for the beautiful chat, darling.
No worries. Bye, everyone.
Man, damn it. Y'all ever, now we're gonna, you guys, I sold a bunch of my investments in cryptocurrency last night, and then I just looked at my shit, and it just, the investment I sold just went up, which is not good for me. That means that I jumped out too early. Damn it, folks. I got scared. Oh, fuck, dude. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle the pressure of the market. And I fucking jumped out at the worst time. 86 Bad Love. Listen, all right, folks. The next guest we have on, she is a mental mastermind. She is a lioness in the flesh. She is somebody who is not too egotistical. She is humble yet fierce. Let's welcome the mental mastermind, 86 Good Love.
Hey, where's Nicholas? Yeah, that's right, get it. Someone threw a shirt at me.
Yes, that's me. I'm firing the shirt cannon. We got the
Oh,
86
nice
Good Love
shirt
shirts.
cannon.
So 86 Bad Love, I want to, if you don't mind, I have a concept I want to throw at you.
Throw it.
All right, so I'm trying to simplify it so I don't get too boring, but I had a couple people to use it on. But check this. So let's say you're a person who had a spark, who had a dream, but
Yeah.
then the world became too serious and you had to put your dream down for a minute. And then you had to become successful in the non-dream world. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps, get yourself a place, do this and that. Now, as soon as the smoke clears, give up on your old self completely. For example, like, oh, now you look around you and you say, well, now that was my old self. Now I'm a new successful person. Now, like, I don't have to think about my old self. But now this is the concept. The concept is, what if think of it more of like a bear hibernating, where it's like, oh, sure, you had to go chill for a year and leave your old self behind, but it's not that you killed your old self. It's that you had to heal. So I've healed up for the last year. My thing is I've healed up for the last year, and I got off the streets and I got off the drugs, and I changed my name from Rico. I killed the old nickname and everything, and I want to quit the podcast. But this is my thinking. I was just thinking this really hard recently, is before I quit the old life completely, before I just give up on mental speech, because when I got into podcasting, it was for speech. I wanted to become a good speaker. I wanted to become an intellectual. And then I got into drugs and I became homeless. So it kind of derailed my initial dream.
It did.
And it took 4 years for me to finally get myself above water. And now that I've got myself above water, I haven't done any podcasts and I don't do any music and this and that. And I was fine with it. But I'm thinking to myself recently, it's like, before I completely abandon my old life, sure, because I don't want to go back to any old habits. But wait a second. The kid who was there through all that, the kid who started that journey before the drugs and homelessness, the guy who embarked on that journey, made it through all that. Now that he made it through all that, give up on him? That also doesn't seem fair to myself, to just say, I made it through it, now I'm a new man, forget my old self. A part of me wants to bring my old self with me, but the good parts of my old self, the intellectual, the dreamer. So yeah, that's the thought of the day. That's the thought to bring that with me without completely killing it. So I want to give podcasting one more chance, one more chapter as a new man, as a not on drugs, not broke.
Do you hear that? That's my own clap button.
Because
I think that'd be great. I think you should.
Thank you.
You know, there's parts of my younger self that I take with me. Like, I still color. I love poetry. I wrote poetry yesterday. You know?
Yeah, was there a part of yourself? Was there a part of yourself in the transition? Sorry to interrupt, but forgive me. Is there a part of yourself in that transition that initially you were thinking, oh, I can't bring nothing with me? Initially, from that transition from a chapter to another, but then to realize it's not about leaving everything behind. It's about improving.
Yeah, so each side of each ego that lies within me, the younger self, the middle version, and where I am right now, and, you know, of course, present version, which is forming in the other versions, you know?
Yeah.
So with some of my versions of me, there comes bad traits, which can be useful in some situations, right? None of them are going to kill me, probably, right? Except some of them might drag me down a bit. But there's a function for all the things I was. If drugs were a part of that function, it wasn't part of me, you know? because I never got addicted to hard drugs, but cigarettes, that's an addiction right there. So my worst coping mechanism, the one that, like, I don't know, it'd be my ego that's like my most dangerous ego. I kind of keep her just in the background, you know, because she doesn't serve where I am. She wants to fight. She wants to smoke cigarettes. And sometimes I let her do that. I'm gonna let her do it right now, actually. But
Let me say
like
you left
some
me at a
things
very
I
perfect point.
keep.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, some things I keep. But you know, I don't want her out all the time. I don't want her controlling me. I don't want her smoking cigarettes because she's got nothing to do. Because she definitely has better things to do. But
But the
I
idea of
keep her
abandoning her,
around to fight. If I
yeah,
am dealing with a person, I break her out of that cage and I say, okay, go. Because she's protecting all the good parts of me, the younger self parts of me, the stuff that makes me happy, you know?
can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
Was there a point in your life where you almost gave up on her because you thought that she was no longer serving you, and so since she was no longer serving you at that exact moment, that maybe she wasn't worth keeping around?
No, because, you know, I need her. I need her because if she's gone, that's a part of me gone. But I
Yeah,
need her for the good things that she brings, like my survival instinct, you know?
yeah,
She's the
yeah.
one that'll throat punch you, and none of my
Yeah,
other ones will do that.
so it's almost imperative to keep her around.
Yeah, you just want to give more highlight to the
You
better
just can't let her. You
aspects
just can't
of
let her fucking
ego.
destroy you. You can't let her
Yeah,
fucking ruin your life.
yeah. If I let her be in control of all the aspects of me, you wouldn't recognize me. You know, you wouldn't recognize me because I'd be cutthroat and I'd be a bitch and I'd take this anger and go let that fuel my fire. Let
You'd
that
probably be
fuel
dead.
my
You'd
fire
probably be
on the
dead. You'd
world.
probably be dead. Truthfully, you'd probably be dead.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, probably not. Probably,
But I'd
there's.
die fighting someone. I can tell you that.
Well, can't see.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't
no,
be
can't see.
drugs. It wouldn't be drugs that'd take that girl down. It'd be legal matters. Legal matters that would take that girl down.
Well, 86. This is my thing. I'm in a very early stage of this, so I can't explain all the light at the end of the tunnel yet. But I think I'm been around a little bit longer, and I hope you could see the transformation happen here, because I'm transitioning from an old self to a new self. But there's a part of me who I really do respect what I built in this podcast over the last 4 years, even though I I'm not the same person anymore, and I don't need the podcast. There's still something about it that man, when I think deep about the shit I used to talk about, I was like, what a beautiful fucking mind I used to have. What a kid I was, man. What a fire starter my brain was. I really do. I think that's where my heart is. That's where my heart beckons, is to stroke that flame.
Yeah, I mean, with me, connection is a lot for especially my younger self, you know, because younger self, my youngest self, the one that all my other ones were created to protect. I mean, that's the one a lot of times you guys get, or a middle self. You never get the darker half. Not so much. But
Y'all got the darker.
those younger selves, they're important. And I believe, and this is just me, you know, I believe that people that are, okay, when you're a child and when you're super old, when you're a child and when you're super old and about to die, I think that's the closest to God that you get. So you
Now
want
that
to
sounds
keep that.
crazy. That sounds insane, but I respect it.
It sounds insane, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. But it makes a bit of sense, because that's when you're at your most, you need help. That's when you need help the most.
Yeah, and you're just birthed. And on the other flip side, you're about to go out. You know, you're about to
Yeah.
meet God again. You've been to God, God delivered you, then You're gonna meet God again at your end, whatever your God may be or not
Right.
be.
Right.
That's happening, and there's no stopping it.
Yeah, when you're 1 day old, you're 1 day removed from God, and the day before you die, you're 1 day removed from God.
Yeah, and if you can
And then
become what
in the
you were
middle,
at 1 day old, you're doing pretty good at the end,
yeah, dude.
right?
But I respect that. I respect that. But but don't. I also find beauty in the middle, like in the
Oh
exact
yeah,
middle, like where
the
there's no
dash.
God, where He gives you the chance to sail. He said, you're far from where you came, and you're far from where you're gonna be, but you're there, baby. You're fucking there.
Right. And I mean, listening to that internal dream. I mean, if your dream was podcasting,
No, my dream was not podcasting. My dream was
well, I mean,
speaking and intelligence. Speaking and intelligence, and now through podcast, like for example, I haven't podcasted for the last 4 months, barely having a conversation, and I was living life simulating it just to see how I felt. I really missed talking. I really missed it. But if it didn't serve me, I think that I'd rather fight for it. I think that I really, even if I have to give up my old name and give up my old ideas, I think that my voice is still worth looking something. I think I still have a voice.
you do. And you've gone through a lot. You know, you've gone through a lot, climbing up this mountain, climbing out of drugs. You're gonna need some help.
And poverty.
And poverty. I mean,
poverty. Both
which a lot of times with drugs, it goes with poverty, right?
You know, but they're
Sometimes.
They're two different wounds. They're two different battles. They're two different like wars. They're like they're both its own battle. Because there's one thing to get off of drugs, but you could be sober and broke. Not only am I not on drugs, but I got money. Woo!
I know. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with all that dough?
What you gonna do with all that drugs? All that drugs?
They gonna put it in crypto. Yeah.
I've never. It's been. I can't say never, but I was on drugs for 3-4 years, and I was broke for 3-4 years. So I'm coming out the other side, not only sober, but with money. It's a whole new chapter. It's a whole new thing.
It's a whole new world.
But before abandoning the guy who got me here, I think that because I disassociate. I don't know if that, or I kind of just blur it out, like the pain and the tragedy was so much that I kind of don't even think about it. But I have flashbacks every day of all my little adventures. Every single day, I have little random flashbacks from different parts of my adventure. Like 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 6 years, 10 years, and I'm like, wow, that's something worth remembering. It's something worth. It is.
Right. And all those things, you know, your mind takes you back to things for dissection. How about that?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
so say there's a moment that comes to your mind and you're like, oh, hey, wait a second. There was a lesson I was supposed to take from that. What lessons can I take from this now? You know,
Right.
I think
Yes.
back on things and I'm like, you know, because I have changed my thinking, you know, my bigger view when I'm viewing those things in my mind's eye comes from an older, wiser version of me. So I can actually dissect those lessons I should have been listening to when I'm thinking about these memories.
Yes, and I get excited because now drugs and broke does not dismiss. I don't say drugs and broke as a dismissive term. I just say that as a term of like a platform sense. Like I was studying the world from a platform. I had intentions and dreams, but had no financial backing, and I had substance abuse issues. Now I have no substance abuse issues, and I have financial backing. I think that I could revisit those platforms.
I think you could.
I think I could, and I have, and I was so close to just quitting, just saying, "Fuck it, nope, just zombie out, get a career, don't just nothing, just." I could do it. I could fucking zone out for the next 20 years. I could, but I feel like I would be heartbroken.
Gotcha. So if you zoned out for 20 years, then you'd be heartbroken.
Cause yeah, physically I could do it. I could make a career physically. I have the body, I have the patience. Now that I'm off drugs, now that I'm healthy. Like my body will probably tick for another 20 years. I could see it. But will my
Yeah.
heart? Or now that I just refreshed my life, go back in for the dream? Or should I
The
just say
dream of
nope?
connection
Or
and speaking.
yeah, exactly. Or should I just leave it all in the past? That nope, you fucking you wasted it in your youth. But no, but like I don't think I've wasted it yet. I think that if I do think that way, which is fine. Like if I have to leave my dream in the past, fair enough. Every young man has a dream. But wait a moment. Before you completely let it go, why not give it a chance? Why not pick through the past, find the gold, use the gold, because there was gold. I'm assured there was.
Yes.
I'm talking. Why not bring it with you?
I mean, I think if you had a pull towards connecting with people, speaking with people, and watching people, just how they move, and learning from them too, I think you should hold on to it because it seems like, just to me, did you develop this in your childhood very early on?
Absolutely.
Well, then I would say that's, you know, what are you when you're a child? Closest to God, right? I think that we have
That
our
could be
pull
true.
and our talent and our best ideas when we're a kid and we have a passion for it. So if that passion is still alive, then it serves a purpose,
But
you
but
know?
also, but now let me play devil's advocate with myself.
Please.
So let's say I just shut it down the thinking for a couple years, and then I become a very skilled worker or some kind of skilled craftsman, businessman, family man, father, husband. That's also a possibility.
Welcome,
It's also
Matilda. Yeah, it is.
like you sometimes you have to put your dreams aside for rationality or guaranteed pathways. But that's not the conversation. We're not having that conversation today. But I just want you to know that I understand that path as well. But to keep it with the dream shit though. But you're right. It is. I'm just very interested because I got off the streets a year ago and I completely stopped podcasting and stopped making music. But there's a part of my soul, which is a weird term to use.
No,
But
it's
there's
a
a
good
part of
term to use.
but there's a part of my soul that says, but before you abandon your old self completely, look for the power of the man that got you here, the warrior that got you through the streets and madness. Bring that with you, but don't bring the
Yes,
madness with you. Bring the warrior that helped you survive the madness. Because if I completely
yes,
abandon it all together, I'm gonna just be a robot and a zombie and lifeless.
yeah. I don't know. I think your devil's advocate is kind of in support of it too, you know?
Yeah.
Because, okay,
Yeah.
say you do put it down a bit, right? Say you do put it down a bit, you focus your goals in on whatever plan A is.
Like a secure
It
future, yeah,
doesn't matter.
financial,
You can
yeah.
still take that talent with you, apply that talent to what you do in this, and you can even go so far back as to just start up a podcast and start talking, you know.
And you heard it from her mouth, folks. I've been trying to convince what she just said, what 86 Good Love just said. I've been trying to convince everybody and myself, but you heard it. She said it without me prompting her. That's exactly the point, folks. Exactly what she just said, folks. And that's the point right there. Is we got to bring it with us, man. We got to bring it with us. And I'm so glad to hear you rationalize that verbally. And I'm on that page. And she said it perfectly.
Yeah,
You said it perfectly. And thank you so much.
just enhance that sweet part of you, that part that is passionate, that does have a goal, And when you come to, you need to take it too, not just for that. I'm going to flip this, okay? So
All
if
right, let's do it.
your young self, right, your young passionate self has this shadow part that engages with bad things, it's important to bring that too. Because, not because you want to do it,
Uh-oh.
but because you are always responsible for your actions and you have accountability to your past. I mean, you're going to get judged on your past, but as long as you can create that as a strength factor, it's a good wall on your past too. So,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Cause you
I know that.
took lessons there too. You know where that road goes. You don't want to go back there. And if you leave all of it behind, you know, it could be easy to convince yourself that the slippery slope's just going to make you slip.
Exactly, and I think it's a great point. It's so easy to, once you climb the mountain, I'm using your terminology here, but I really like it. It's so easy to just say, oh, never look back at the mountain or say, oh, that journey doesn't matter. But I agree with you. You say it very eloquently, but it's to bring it with you, enhance, and I think, and I'm excited to say that that's where my head's at. That is where my head is at. And I know that I have people in even my own self-doubt and online doubters, but I'm telling everybody who's listening I have climbed the mountain, and I am bringing my knowledge with me, and I think it's before I shut it down and before I quit, since I don't have children and I don't have distractions, I think it's worth giving my voice another chance, and I hope that everybody gives me another chance and forgive me for all my wildness in the past. And be looking forward to my shit in the future, because I want to give my intellectual voice one more chance, because I think that in my own case that it doesn't matter. Podcasting doesn't matter, but I think I think I'm a good talker. I think that this is something that I've always wanted to do, is talk well. And now I know that talking online doesn't necessarily translate to talking in person, but I think that talking online at least gives me a chance to use my vocal cords and to practice vocabulary. And without it, I feel very dull.
I like that. I like that view. You know, I have a similar thing going on too. You know, there's a part of myself that has a bad coping mechanism. So I go through a breakup, right? And
Right.
I have to be aware. Okay, I don't need anybody. But I still want somebody, so I gotta leave that door cracked. So I've been going down this adventure with the Facebook online dating, right?
Right.
And man, it's horrible out there. I'll just tell you that. It's just horrible out there.
I don't want to make this weird. I don't want to make this weird. So you live in Wisconsin?
No, it's not going weird.
Are you from Wisconsin?
No, I'm from Michigan. You know that.
But so yeah, I'm just saying, because if it ever gets too bad, I guess we could always date. I mean, if it ever got bad, really bad for us.
Well, I'm awful flattered. Flattered.
Thank you. Because I'm also in the market. I'm looking right now, and I'm out there looking for dates. And I mean, if something doesn't shake eventually, I mean, I am a bachelor on the market.
It's good to know.
Yeah. Not that I'm looking for you, but I'm in your. If it ever came to shove, and we were in the same area, but yeah, we're obviously not that close.
Yeah, you're way on the other side of the country, guy.
I thought you were in Madison for some reason.
No, I'm in Michigan. Remember we talked about you being in Michigan before.
Yeah, Michigan, Madison, they rhyme, they're close. No, but yes. No, I'm also on the Facebook dating. I'm also.
Yeah. My friends called me out, Rico. They called me out. Well, not Rico, formerly known as Rico. Bless you.
Yeah, formerly. Yeah, no, you're fine. It's okay.
So my friends called me out that I don't date people that are actually available. So now I have to actually logistically try to date someone where they could actually be a part of my life.
Well, this is what I think. I think that the problem with women dating guys that are not available, this is my thing. This is now we're doing locker talk. But so you might not want to hear it, but this is my opinion. That women
Oh, go
like
on.
women like guys that have girlfriends already or this and that or married
It's
already.
not exactly that.
Well, it's not exactly,
Well,
but
some of
even
it might be.
or children already or this or that because it's the grass is always greener. But if you get a guy who is single and has no kids, girls look at him like, ooh, nobody wants him because they see that his grass isn't green enough. But what they don't realize is that the guy who has a bunch of girlfriends, the guy who has kids already, the guy who has tattoos in a truck, his grass ain't as green as they think.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have to be real careful because I mean, I think I thought you knew. I'm sure
Yeah.
you knew.
Yeah,
But my ex was an addict and my ex was cheating on me, and he was an alcoholic, and he worked the oil fields, which was part of what I was referencing. I don't date people that are available. He was doing oil fields. Guess where he was? Gone. I dated a military man. Guess where he was? Gone. I dated a guy here who moved to Kansas for his kids. Guess where he is? Gone. The next guy I fell in love with was in another state. Guess where he is? Gone. There's nobody here.
Was the problem the distance or was it their commitment to you?
At least with two of them, it was both.
Because there's a difference between being gone and being there's a difference between gone and working. Like if somebody is working, but you know that they're working for you, you could deal with it. But if they're working and their career's gone, and then the moment that they're free, that then they're off chasing something else, it's different.
At this point in my life, it's kind of like, at this point in my life, I supported men, okay? I supported my ex-husband, who's now retired from the military. I raised our children. Damn it. I did that.
You sound like a really good woman.
That's good.
You've done your turn. Yeah, you did your shit.
I did that. Then the next guy, I raised his children while he was out on the road and raised mine. Bam. I did that. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
The next one, he had children. He went to move with them, wanted me to come with, and I'm like, no, I'm staying here. I'm not following your ex-wife to another state with your kids and her new husband, and now his ex-wife and their family. I'm like, I'm not going to be one dummy just following this lady to another state. No, I want to be the woman. I'm tired of being the second part, or the third wheel on these crazy things that you guys got going on. So no, I'm going.
Yeah, so you just entered a realm. You just entered a realm out of my understanding, but I'm listening.
Yeah. So I think that there is that. Okay, you can send them out on the road and rah 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 and cheer from them, and I did it for years. I never put in my oldest kid's head that their dad was a bad guy for being in the military. I said, kids, we got to pull it together. We're still a family. It doesn't matter if we're divorced. It doesn't matter if he's out in Washington or Texas or Afghanistan. It doesn't freaking matter. We got to be tough for him, right? But all my life, I haven't had someone here that could be tough for me consistently. And this is a hard road to go along.
Accept yourself, right? Like that's the ultimate strength of yours.
Yeah, and I just feel that I feel I do better with a mate suited for me that had, leadership skills and a nice balance of kindness and gentleness. I don't know.
Yes. You see, the funny thing is you're a bit more advanced than me because I am at the beginning stages is because now I'm ready for a mate, but I have yet to even have a good mate. Like I'm like even though I'm 33, I'm like a little fucking kid. I'm like a little fucking baby where it's like I had to go through all of my craziness, and now I think my next person I hook up with is probably going to get the best version of me. And
and you'll have a lot more skills too to tell you what you like and what you don't like. And you also have to reevaluate on whether your stuff fair or not. Because
Well,
some of
I
my
think
stuff, when I sat down with myself in an honest self thing, I'm like, there's things I could do within myself that would make me more appealing to the right
like for
person
example,
I'm looking for.
like, were you expecting we're getting back into inside baseball, folks. Now we're getting back into inside baseball. So one of those things, is it that you were expecting too much in the bedroom? Because I feel like
Well,
sometimes that ruins it. I feel like sometimes that could ruin it for a couple. Like a guy, he's trying his hardest, and a girl, she likes a guy, but then she expects a fucking porn star.
no, the bedroom isn't the problem. Lack of, well, I mean, there is the lack of being in the bedroom, right?
No.
When
I'm
you're
going in
in
the
these
bedroom.
relationships that are far
There's
away.
bedroom. There's bedroom. I'm not saying no bedroom. I'm just mean like the performance is not fucking all night long. Like sometimes you feel like a guy feels insecure because he expects a girl wants a guy who could last all night long and do this and do that. It's like, I mean, I'm a normal guy. I just want to make love. Like I can't fucking guarantee that I'm gonna give you an all night long fucking put you down hard. Like I can't do a porn star session for every fucking time.
I can't speak for all girls, but I think most girls that I do know have realistic expectations.
Right, I
I
think that's
think
true.
that watching porn brings on a lot of unrealistic expectations in human beings, not just men for themselves, but also women. If they watch that too much, I mean, they might have some stuff, but we're
Even if they
not
watched it once,
porno people.
sometimes you hold everyone else. For example, like Hollywood. You ever heard that? Like people get brainwashed by Hollywood. Like, oh, it's like sometimes even if you see something once, you expect that. You expect, ooh, like I want that level.
Right.
But they don't
I
know.
think
Some
it's
people
an
don't know.
individual on what satisfies an individual, but I think that overindulging in pornography can raise or lower those expectations. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. My point about that is just. I feel like eventually, I think that's another issue that people run into. There's the mental issues, and then there's always like a sexual issue that comes up.
It can. I mean, communication is key.
But
If
I
somebody
think it's
wants
better
to
to cross
be,
that bridge. I think it's better to cross the sexual bridge when you get there. That one is hard. It's easy.
yeah,
It's more. Yeah, that one is more. Leave it up to you. Cross that bridge when you get there. But it would suck to completely dismiss somebody because of a bad sexual experience. Sometimes I feel like that's a shame.
yeah, I think so too. Especially, that's where communication really helps out in partnership. If you can find a partner that you can communicate not just the good parts of you, but the bad parts of you, and feel safe in that. Have enough time where you both feel safe in that, and you both know each other, and you're not out to hurt each other, and it understand the intentions between you both, and maybe you have a common dream, whatever.
Yeah.
Communication can solve so much. I mean, say your
True.
lady's feeling lacking, and she comes to you, she says, I'm feeling lacking. I don't know. And
Bro, buy her a razor. You
you
gotta buy her a razor. Buy her a wax kit. You gotta fucking
buy her
get
some
enough.
toys.
Oh, no,
Buy her an
I don't know
outfit.
about that. I'm her toy. I'm her toy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but you can use those toys on her. That's what I'm saying. You use them together.
Okay, all right. You know what I'm saying?
So some of those expectations from, long sex, I mean, you can actually achieve those with, something, a helper.
Absolutely.
But you
Well,
have to be
86.
open and communicative to tell your needs and be able to receive somebody else's needs, because not everybody else's needs you're going to be able to accommodate either.
Right. Because some people do have specific requirements, like they preferences. You could say preferences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fetishes and preferences.
Professional. Well, I'll tell you, 86 Good Love. I don't know you personally, but you sound like a catch. And I know you don't know me personally, but I feel like I sound like a catch. I think me and you are a couple of catches, baby. And I cherish this conversation.
Aww.
I cherish this conversation with
Aww.
you. And may it not be our last.
It will not be our last. I come on here and talk to you. You know that. And we
Yeah.
do, you're right. We do really great on a panel together, and I love that.
And I understand something. You have to understand something is I understand that you met me throughout the years and I have had my past self. You have to understand that I'm not the same guy anymore. Although I am the same guy, same voice, same person, not the same guy, if that makes any sense. So it's hard to
I
understand.
accept you as you are in all your stages. How about that? Because that's how I am. I accept
Well,
you
I
in
just
all your stages, and I support you for doing good things for you.
I just came from some really rough stages. That's all I know.
I know.
And I think I'm really fucking worthwhile still, personally.
I
But
think you are. I think you
I think
are. I think it's going to be great for you.
so. We'll give it one more chance. We're gonna give it one more year. My new podcast, Hot Brains, it's coming soon.
I love it.
I
Hot
love you.
Brain Pod.
Hot Brain Podcast, baby. Because I always wanted to use my brain, but I got lost in the drugs and survival. I got lost in it. I got lost in my addiction and my lack of money. Now I have money and I have a roof over my head. Let's give it a chance. Let's see what I have to say. Let's give
Yeah.
this brain a chance.
You have a beautiful brain. You really do. Like even when you were into stuff, you know,
Yeah.
you had a beautiful brain.
Which makes me excited to try it out one more time. Because if I had a beautiful brain then, I feel like right now, I think this is it. I am at the culmination point of it all. I think right now, if I waste this, if I throw away this cup I have, this everything I built up for, if I just give it up now, I almost wasted all the years of struggle. Might as well might as well put my thoughts together and because I could easily. This is my point, 86. Because I don't have to ever speak again. I could just go mute and survive. I could just be a builder. I could never talk again and survive. Sober and get a wife. But I think that there's this voice inside of me that wants to come out.
I think you should let it out.
It wants to come out. And I have control. I could shut him up. I could just tell him, nope, shut up, and let it be. But he wants one more chance. The voice wants one more chance. Say, before you give up on me.
Is the voice the problem, or was the drugs the problem?
The drugs were the problem.
The voice?
The drugs
Yeah.
were always.
If the voice is fine, then let it out.
Right, but
you
but
know,
it's so
because
fucked
if
up.
you don't let it out, then you suppress it, and if you suppress it, it's going to come out anyway.
Well, no, you suppress it, you're gonna die with regret. You suppress it, you'll die.
Or an autoimmune disease, yeah.
You'll die in just an empty shell. Because the drugs was always the problem. It wasn't the voice. The voice was always the cure. But I was always so caught up in a numbing mechanism of it all.
Yep. And you know, the voice needs to come out. Whether that's with people, whether that's in a journal, whether that's whatever. It's gonna be part of, you know, your direction.
Yes.
I mean, I find the best direction when I sit down with myself, or maybe I'm sitting down in a conversation with a client or a friend, and boom, a light bulb comes on. I'm like, wow, now I know what I need to do.
Absolutely.
Or look, I got some cheers because I am doing it right. Woo, yay, you know, that's great.
Let me ask you this. Maybe you could relate to me. So
Sure.
the ability to, because everybody has thoughts in their head, but some people know how to express these thoughts. Now the ability that me and you are having a conversation, we're two people expressing themselves. We obviously have connected. We are two high level expressors. This concept of expression. So it doesn't mean that you're intelligent, but it means that you have an ability to express. this right there, like this, that's what I was saying of, is this ability to express. Because it doesn't mean that if you don't have this ability to express means you're not intelligent. But I think that I have the ability to express and I have the intelligence.
I would agree. I would
So
agree.
right. So if you have the ability, why not chase that ability? Not saying that, but for my own case, like I want to chase that ability because I noticed it. I've realized that, oh, it doesn't mean that I'm better than anybody, but I happen to have that ability. I happen to be able to communicate verbally. And
Mhm.
I could abandon it or I could chase it. And I think that in my case, I don't want to seem delusional, but maybe you can agree with me. I do have a gift. Not that I have the gift of all gifts. I'm not trying to say, oh, praise me. But if my heart is a communicator, I would like to bring that with me.
I think you should. I think you should. And any talents that you have, whether that's musical, whether that's art, whether that's networking, you throw it all in the tool bag and you take it with you.
Take it
You
with
know,
us.
take it, you put it in the tool bag, say, this is one of my tools. This is one of my talents. I embrace it. Here it is. And you take it with you.
Yeah, and now as far as Podbean goes, people think, oh, you think Podbean is so special? Oh, or I'm not a clout chaser. I'm not trying to be popular. Obviously, I'm not popular on this app, and it's not that I have followers. But the thing is, I do like Podbean as a tool, just an outlet that if someday I want to come in and just pour my heart out, I think it's worth it. I think it's a tool.
Yeah. It's a tool too. Yeah.
Because I could
It
easily
gives
abandon it.
people a safe place,
Yeah. So I don't know if it'll be my career. I can't guarantee, but I want to give it one more chance. I think I can't, because I was thinking like maybe I should just delete the app and let it go once and for all. But I was thinking like, I've been trying that. I kind of gave it a trial run, and it's kind of fucked up. Just me living life as a quiet person. Like I'm still doing fine. I'm saving. I have thousands of dollars. Like it's working out, but I miss fucking talking. I miss talking.
Absolutely. And you do have a gift for it, so don't let it go. You're very charming. You know when to stop, pause, ask questions. You bring a lot of good questions yourself that leads to really enlightening conversations for others. So
this is a small
keep
example,
going.
folks, of my new show. This is a small example of what my new brain is going to bring. And before I give up Podbean, folks, I just want you guys to know that I'm going to give it one more go here. Thank you so much, 86. Oh man, you melt my soft little heart with that. And I think that I could actually have conversations with you better now than I could have back in the day, because I was still so immature and still so drug addicted and angry at the world and all these other things.
You've never offended me. We've always had good conversations.
Which is a surprise. I'm surprised.
I'm hard to offend too, but you've never done anything that was offensive towards me.
Yeah, most people, you're one of the few that I could probably say that.
Well, I pick
think
and
is
choose my
ridiculous.
moments with people,
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, I wish more people were like you. I feel like that's what wanted me to leave podcasting in the first place, is the amount of judgmental, dumb thinkers I have found, in my opinion. Like, that shit was, when a man is going through shit, to be fair, I was an asshole and I was hard to deal with, but at the same time, no one that tried supporting me and helped me find my way through it. Everyone was just like, what an asshole. Which I don't blame them.
Right. But some of them on here at least definitely understand it, the challenges of it.
Yeah,
I've been homeless before. I've been homeless before. That sucked.
Yeah, your life sounds fucking crazy. Your life sounds like an adventure and a half.
It has been. Thank goodness. Thank goodness it wasn't boring. I mean, it sucks, some of the lessons, but
yeah, you're a real
I got
one.
lessons. What do you guys got? What do you guys got?
Yeah, you're a real ass human. You're a real human. You've been through that.
Yeah.
You sound like a cute little pixie. That's what you sound like, but you're more than that. You're more than just a cute little pixie. You're a real ass human.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, your voice
Actually,
is
Pixie
deceiving.
was one of my nicknames in high school.
Yeah, your
So,
voice is just your voice just wants me to gobble you up and just eat you whole. But then you're like the person in the Bible who survived in the well. You're gonna break out. You're gonna break out the belly, ain't you?
I'm gonna break out.
You're gonna break out, baby.
I'm gonna break out of this prison.
Isn't that fucked up? Isn't that fucked up that no matter what you go through, your voice cords or the voice cords you got, like you cannot change your vocal cords. You could always make your voice butch if you wanted to, but your sweet little voice will always be your sweet little voice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
I mean, I'm really surprised that smoking cigarettes hasn't changed it too much yet. Thank goodness. I hope it never does.
Don't act surprised. Don't act so shocked. That's one of your charms online, I think, is everybody knows is you have intellectual prowess, of course, but your voice is just the deliverance. Your thoughts are the note on the raven is your voice that carries you through the air to bring us you here.
Thank you, sir. Have you ever noticed that people tell people stuff they need to hear on their own self? So you take all those compliments right back. You give them to you. Because same.
No, but I'm also wise enough to know who I'm talking to, and I have my own, and you have your own, and what I said applies to you.
Yeah, I know, but it applies to you too, and that's you got a different voice. You got a different voice. You got a man voice, but
Yeah. But no, thank you so much for giving me the time of day. Thank you so much.
Of course. Hello. That's how we should all be to each other.
Yeah, we should, but I was an asshole for a long time, and I have a lot of people doubt me, and I've kind of isolated myself from a lot of people online, but I'm trying to rebrand my voice and let people know that I'm a different guy, although I am the same human, but I'm a different man.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
circles again. Just as things were looking up, you said it wasn't good enough, but still we're trying one more time. Maybe we're just trying too hard, when really it's closer than it is too far. Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Instead of going under. Seems like each time I'm with you, I lose my mind because I'm bending over backwards to relate. It's one thing to complain, but when you're driving me insane, well then I think it's time that we took a break. Maybe we're just trying too hard, when really it's closer than.
This is the last song of the show, and I dedicate the song to 86 Amazing Love. God bless you, Lou Rock. Thank you, everybody.
Once I was 7 years old, and my mama told me to be the kindest girl that I could be. Once I was 7 years old. This is a scary world, I didn't let that faze me. We put our brave face on from the morning till the evening, and by 11 I learned words that hurt more than bruises. Life is a restless game, we're trying not to lose it. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me my heart had to be the prettiest thing about me. Once I was 11 years old. I always dreamt so big, and I'ma keep on dreaming. And in a hopeless world, I've always kept believing. I've always kept on breathing, always kept achieving. Despite the sticks and stones, I will not be defeated. Soon I'll be 20 years old. My brothers told me to hold the ones who love me most so closely. Soon I'll be 20 years old. Hey. No, no, no. I wanna make a change, make this place a little better. We need to live within a world where everybody matters. No, I don't wanna see anyone's sons or daughters crying 'cause they don't fit in with what society has taught them. Soon I'll be 20 years old, and my friends have told me to keep my chin up when my tears are streaming. Soon I'll be 20 years old. Hey. Oh, soon we'll be 30 years old. What will our lives hold? Will I be satisfied with all that surrounds me? Soon I'll be 30 years old. No matter how old we are, age is just a number. It's never too late to love, to reach or care for each other, to forgive a brother or to find a lover. Life is a mystery waiting to be discovered. Soon I'll be 60 years old. My life will be a story where my children tell their children about me. I watch a generation rise up to change a nation. The past laid down foundations for the future celebration. Soon I'll be 60 years old. I'll be old and young 'cause I have a valuable one to help me. Soon I'll be 60 years old.
when I was 7 years old.
Once I was 7 years old and my mama told me to be the kindest girl that I could be. Once I was